Welcome to How to Command Triple Trouble with Dame Vamp. This is a world boss in Blood Tide Coast, just south of Lion's Arch. We need a dedicated team to help run this fight. Commanders, blockers, Condi and Zerg. In this video we will talk about the role of commanders and what you need to know. The Triple Trouble community is happy to teach new roles. If you would like to learn, ask a map during setup, about 20 minutes before the event spawns, and they will tell you who to join. Welcome! So you want to learn to command Crimson Wurm at Triple Trouble. I will review some information you need to know how to command this. I will make this easy to follow. Remember, it is normal to have an experienced person with you who can help with anything that happens on the spot. First, set your options to see the percentage of health the worm has. This is located in your options menu. This will make it easy to see how much DPS your Zerg is doing. Next is to know how to place your markers. This is also under your options. Note that I have binded mine differently to the default. Right, now that's all set up. Let's look at where to set your markers. For Polytoxin Escort achievement, look for the grass that looks like an arrow. For Egg Scrambler achievement, these will also spawn during the escort. Next is each of the extractors. Red is closest to the entrance, yellow up the hill, and blue by the sea. There is also this triple colour spot that sometimes will spawn all three colours as the worm starts. Next, place yourself in LFG. You will need at least 15 to run this worm in your Zerg. Defense tag will set up your blockers and Condi. Once you get about 10 people in your squad, you can start your explanation. Start with what the escort needs to do, then get buffs and head out to the location. Expect to get questions and comments from your Zerg. Most of them can wait until the end of your explanation. The escort's achievements are Polytoxin on Crimson, Kleptomaniac on Cobalt, Wormbait on Amber, and the Egg Scrambler is for all escorts. You may use the write-up in the description of this video as a guide, and then write one yourself. Making a short squad message with calls is useful for people who join late. The mechanic of Crimson is to fill the extractors with their own colours as fast as possible. To do this, you will see coloured polytoxin clouds spread around the location. To pick them up, run through them so you get the coloured icon over your head. Do this in a counterclockwise circles. Mounts will work for picking up colours, but you may miss clouds if you go through them too fast. For Zerg with no mount, there is a path down the hill from yellow to blue. The burn phase will start when all three extractors have been filled. Position your tag in the centre of the base of the worm to show the Zerg the double damage spot. Repeat the mechanic until you are crit. Crit is when the health is low enough that you are positive you will decap the worm. This is normally between 15 and 25%, but depends on the group. You know when to call crit when you watch the first burn to see what percentage you have done. A health bar below this number should be crit. Note, the Zerg will usually do more DPS when it is under 50%. Once you are crit, call no blue. This is because the blue extractor is easy for people to get to and fill quickly for decap. Make sure that all 3 worms have called crit before setting up the sync time. The sync time is based on event timer under the worm bosses on the right of your screen. What to watch for when calling a time. How fast does your Zerg fill up the extractors? Red and yellow should be full by the time sync begins. The time you give is the time when Amber Com will call to kill their A-bomb. The next call is stack, then Amber in. It will take about 30 seconds from Amber call for Amber to be eaten. Be sure to wait to fill blue until Amber is in. Once you have decapped the worm, stack the Zerg between the head and the nearest wall, and DPS it fast. Well done, you have commanded Crimson Worm. Check out my other commanding videos. I recommend learning Amber next. And if you have not come from a defense role, check out my defense vid for commanders in the description below.